It's interesting to understand with young people what the definition of hero is.
And I challenge the president to prove that he is being the president for 100% of the people.
This is what makes you a hero. This is what makes you an icon. Not maybe in a worldview, but maybe in your neighborhood, maybe in your community. There's a tremendous opportunity for us to get back on our feet as a community, to get back on our feet as a country and make it a better place.
What we're trying to do is get you to express your opinion verbally. This is your opportunity to find your voice and start expressing your voice. Don't be intimidated.
At the 100 Black Men of America, mentoring is what we do to show them the ropes, show them the way, show them how to navigate through life.
This is what we're doing today. This is part of our What is a Man series. So we're going to incorporate our discussion about Jackie Robinson in our conversation.
Year did Jackie Robinson break the color barrier?
1947.
What do you think it took to be a man in that time and place?
And I had to make sure we didn't act out or else things would spiral more and more out of control.
Everybody wanted you to lose. The second you stepped out the house, everybody wanted you to lose.
You know, the kids are looking up to them as athletes, but guess what? They get a chance to see them as real people. They get to know their story. And their story may not be too unlike your own.
The National League had broken the so-called color line with the coming of Jackie Robinson, the first black player.
Crowd's going wild. And look out in space is like, I'm ready for this, but I don't know what people will think yet. And he wants to get this right.
They're taking pictures and his body posture was kind of nervous. There's probably a lot on him. I think it's telling that in the face of adversity, we should still keep our head up.
The crowd looks very happy, but you can see some people who don't look as happy. Everybody knows Jackie Robinson because he made himself a place where he wasn't supposed to be.
I'm almost speechless because when you see the effect that he's having on people, just being there, just having that opportunity, and being successful, you know, that's inspiring. This is what he lived through in that year he was out there by himself, okay? Nobody else was getting it because there was nobody else. It was just him.
It's Robinson, we're going to kill you if you attempt to enter a ball game at Wrigley Field. Try to hurt him because he's black. Doesn't make sense to me.
And opposing players, he talked about all the people who are going to be anti. He said we're going to have some people on our side, but we really are not going to have very many allies. And you've got to turn your cheek at every opportunity. You want to know what that could do it.
He largely walked alone. And I think that powerful connection, that they can understand the gut and the determination to do something insurmountable, impossible.
Study Jackie Robinson's life. It wasn't just about breaking the color barrier in Major League Baseball. You really look at his life, not just on the field, but what he did past his playing days as a civil rights leader.
You as an individual can make it, but I think we've got to concern ourselves with the masses of the people, not by what happens as an individual.
With his voice, for a long time he didn't have one because he was the only person. He didn't have a lot of allies.
In the process of finding your voice and becoming an advocate and using that voice, you must first understand who you are.
He was front and center. He wasn't in the background. He was bringing that notoriety, that fame that he had to something that was playing out on the world stage.
If we get more and more people registered to vote, we can solve many of the problems that we're faced throughout in this country.
He started this by opening up a door, and that one day the door can be opened further and more people can walk through because of what he started by playing.
For young black people in America who can relate to the idea that they're being left out because of their race, or their values not being recognized because of their race, if they heard his story, and they would know comparable experiences in their own life and understand just how special and just how valuable his time in MLB was.
The true power in making sure that we honor Jackie Robinson. Using this platform, we can showcase what is possible when we invest in young black boys and girls, because people who have gone before them have already done it, and that we are building the next generation of young men and women leaders.
It's not just April 15th. It's not just Jackie Robinson Day. It's got to be something that stirs your memory, even if you didn't live when he lived, because you know his story.